Rules for thee, but not for me. We're going to talk about Alec Baldwin and what would happen to you if you did the same thing he's doing right now. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching, and we're going to talk about Alec Baldwin. And we're going to call a spade a spade. Because he's a movie star, I think his movies suck, but because he is a Hollywood elitist, he is not being treated the same way you or I would if we had just shot somebody and killed somebody and injured another. And what do I mean? Well, I guess I have to say it that way because we're going to call a spade, and I don't like to sugarcoat things. Alec Baldwin mishandled a firearm. There was live rounds in it. If he followed any of the 4 firearm safety rules, what happened wouldn't have happened. And he pulled the trigger to the gun and it went off. You can't have that gun go off. It's a single action revolver. It doesn't go off unless the trigger's pulled, because you've seen the videos, okay? So I told you on December 20th that police had secured a search warrant for his cellular telephone. And Baldwin said that he was going to comply. Well, guess what? Today is January 14th of 2022, almost a whole month after this search warrant was secured, and he hasn't turned over his phone yet. Interesting. What do you think would happen if you defended yourself with a firearm? Totally different scenario. You defended yourself with a firearm, and the police wanted your phone. They secured a search warrant. Do you think they'd sit around and wait a month while you were like, Bafangul, I'm not going to give it to you because I'm a superstar in my own home? No, they'd come get it. They would absolutely come get it, because that's what a search warrant is meant to do. It's to secure items that are specifically detailed inside of the warrant application, go before a judge or a magistrate, you swear that everything is true, and you execute the warrant. Execution of the warrant. Let's talk about that for a minute. It's been almost a month since that warrant was secured. Now, each state has their own sprinkling of changes in the laws of the states, but I've worked in 2 different states, and when you secure a search warrant, you have to serve it at your earliest convenience and bring back those items to the police station. It's called a return of a receipt of the items that you're getting, or that you secured in that warrant. That goes back. You return that back to the magistrate, and you're supposed to serve warrants within 7 days. Now, there are ways to get extensions for extenuating circumstances, but this would be the 3rd or 4th extension. If that's the case, it's probably they just don't want to bug Mr. Baldwin because he's so important. Now, yesterday, Baldwin's attorney said that they were going to turn it in this week. But why does it take pressure from the media to get him to do what he's... Well, I'm not turning over anything unless they have a warrant, but they've secured the warrant. So why is he holding it back? That's the question. Obviously, it leaves doubt. Maybe there's nothing wrong with his phone. Maybe everything he was texting people was just emojis. Maybe he was just texting giant eggplants to everybody. Who knows? But it doesn't look good for your defense if you're trying to defend yourself, which he is, and he's stumbled every step of the way, giving interviews when he shouldn't, saying stupid things when he shouldn't. This dude just can't shut up, and he can't do things to make him look innocent. So he now looks like he's withholding evidence. Now, some more news about Baldwin. On Wednesday, Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, who was the armorer from the Rust movie set, she dropped a bombshell as well. Gutierrez-Reed said that she was holding a training specifically related to the cross draw that Alec Baldwin was practicing when the incident took place. Now, this training was scheduled for October 15th, less than a week from the fatal shooting when it took place. But Gutierrez-Reed says that she was ghosted by Alec Baldwin. He skipped the training session that was going to work on what he was supposed to be doing, and in fact what he was doing in his own words. You've probably seen the video, his interview. That's what he was doing when the gun went bang. So it appears that Mr. I'm better than you, and none of you peons can have guns because you're not as educated or as skilled as I am. He skipped out on training, and he had some issue pop up. Now, it's alleged that he's missed the training. It's in the lawsuit. It'll come out. Again, it's alleged that he pulled the trigger, but if you know the mechanicals of that gun, it was either severely malfunctioning or he had to pull the trigger to move the hammer. And you have to say everything's alleged until it's proven beyond reasonable doubt. But yeah, he hasn't turned over his phone. He might have today, because today's this week. It's the end of this week. So maybe he turned over the phone today, almost a full month after it was requested and they had secured a search warrant. And it's coming out in a lawsuit that he allegedly skipped the training class that would have directly addressed this cross draw with a single action revolver that he was supposed to perform. I don't know, guys and gals. It's just, I'm getting sick and tired of the Hollywood elitists. I'm getting sick and tired of the people who tell us that we're not good enough, we're not smart enough, we're not mature enough to handle these firearms, but they are. Yet they're the ones who constantly screw up. I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. Again, if you want one of these before they're gone, the initial print of the new Sons of Liberty shirts, link is down below. Link is in the pinned comment. Thank you all for your support. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Till we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. And remember, a gun on the person is much more effective than a cop on the phone. Take care, everybody.